Hey, good morning. Ken Silvestri here, getting ready to go to Mount LeConte. Something over 6,000 feet up in above Gatlinburg, Tennessee, in the Smoky Mountains. And I've got my backpack here. I'm trying to figure out what all I've got in it and what all I should bring and what I shouldn't. So I'm going to unpack it and we're going to see what we got in here. So first Ziploc, I've got a neck gadget, and then let's see what else we have here. I have a pair of serious gloves because I think the temperature is supposed to be around 20 up there. Get up there, it's going to be very cold. And then I also have a baklava. I don't know, it's not sort of like a baklava. I don't know how to pronounce that word. But the whole idea is to keep your neck warm, keep your ears warm, keep your face warm. When it's very cold and wind's blowing sideways, that could be really handy. So we're going to take that. Hopefully, now the question is, do I need another neck gaiter or not? That is a question mark. I'm going to set that on the side. For sure, I'm going to bring the gloves because, boy, I tell you, you just really want warm gloves. Aha! We also saw a report that there could be ice on the trail. So these are yak tracks, and just go ahead and plan on dying if you don't have yak tracks and you're walking on frozen rock. Just, yeah, you're dead. All your bones are broken. They're gonna come get you in a helicopter. Let's see, what else we have? We've got this amount of water plus this amount of water, which I think is probably, let's call it a quart, and this is probably a pint and a half. Not sure if that's going to be enough. Plus, I'm also bringing a small fanny pack, which I'm going to keep as my quick sipper. I think that'll come in handy. A couple little things in here. Oh boy, there's Tammy's glasses. She probably wanted those. In here we'll have my watch, have a little mini phone charger, a little cash, and lens cleaner, just a couple little items. It reminds me, I had another idea of having maybe a hand warmer, but I don't know if I'm gonna put that in there. This may be ridiculous, but once you get to the top, having a little pair of shoes just to shuffle around the cabin could be handy. Still thinking about that, but I might bring them because they're not that heavy. At the moment, there's no report of heavy rain, but if it does as we get closer, we'll definitely keep track of that. So this is really a rain bag, but it has a rain jacket. It's also this definitely will go. This is a windbreaker, gotta have it. It breathes, and some rain pants. If you want to turn into a popsicle, just get rained on and then let it, then go into 20-degree weather. Hypothermia, here we come. So you don't want that. So that's going to go in the bag, absolutely, for sure. Let's see, what do we got here? Okay, so this is a change of clothes. Once you get to the top, we're going to be probably sweating profusely. I think it's, I don't know, 7 miles straight up this mountain. So change of clothes. This is a nice wool zip up, sort of like the one that I'm wearing. This is a just a long sleeve. I can roll it again. Long sleeve with a hood. The hood really just is just a nice little cozy thing. Boy, just put that around your head and you're feeling good. Yeah. So we'll take that. That'll be all I need in terms of a change of clothes. Of course, it's always a good idea. I mean, you want to keep the boys dry. So, an extra pair of underwear, handy. And let's see. Oh yeah, this is another sort of emergency shirt, because sometimes you're wanting to layer. I've got 3 layers here. That might be overkill. What I may do is bring this and leave this behind because I'm wearing one of these going up. So this one is in question at the moment. Having a wool zip up is definitely not in question. Having those 2 pieces as something you could change into that would be dry at the top, I think is gonna be a really good plan. But I think I'm gonna either wear that one up or I'll wear my other black merino wool. piece up. Black, any kind of merino wool, of course, is the champion. Put the underwear back in there. Those will feel good once you're at the top. Let's see, is there anything else in here? Oh yeah, we got more. This is the cocoon. So you get to the top of the mountain, they have some nice, a nice little bedspread, I don't know, blanket. But this is sort of like a body prophylactic. You just get inside this little silk cocoon, keeps you warm, and you don't want to bring home bed bugs or who knows what's up there. So this is just a way to protect, everything from all the other characters that have been there before you. And it also offers a lot of extra warmth, which it's going to be 20 degrees and not a bad idea, right? This is a full-blown Arc'teryx jacket. It's some amazing lightweight jacket. You think it's going to be really cold, it's going to be 20 degrees. Do I need an extra jacket? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I have enough other layers, so I'll still consider that one. Let's see, what else have we got? Okay, so let's go into the next pocket here, the front pocket. And part of this strategy in the backpack is like, if you're walking down the trail and you want to be able to get to stuff really quickly, what's that outer pouch gonna do? And the strategy of that. So, grabbing some almonds, maybe that's too many, probably is. Probably need to back off. I'm bringing a little, this weighs nothing. It's a little oxygen. You go, and it keeps your oxygen, your lungs from sort of like getting into a bad place. That's important. Little tripod. This is going to be a little mini tripod. I don't know if I absolutely have to have this because I found my other big tripod that I'm using, and I think that one will actually work. So I think I'm going to definitely leave that behind. This is going to be my one and all tripod. So I'm glad I saw that. Let's see, what else have we got? Oh my goodness, this definitely doesn't need to go. This is the original tripod. Boy, I'm glad I tore that apart. That's staying home. That was some extra weight. Have a couple little just coconut chocolate gadgets. That's always nice to have. This is really my sleeping kit. I've got a couple little candles that are great. I have a couple of earplugs in there, and I have an eye mask, so it's just completely dark. If it's dark and you're silent, and you can sleep, so you can sleep well, that's great. And I even brought in this little red canister, a couple of these, we'll call it a sleeping assistant pill. It's just natural stuff. I think it's got ashwagandha, and it's just something that helps you fall asleep. Don't know if I need that or not. And because my iPhone is my main camera, I'm not bringing a big camera. I'm bringing an extra Mac Daddy battery. This thing is heavy, but what you're gonna do, you gotta have battery power, and I'm just not gonna chance it. You never know when you need a face mask. Gotta have that in there. Let's see. One candy bar. Oh my goodness, look at that. We got a candy bar. That's gonna be a winner at the top. And let's see. We'll have one headlamp. So, we're probably gonna go out at night a little bit. I'm gonna probably cruise up and see if I can, go find some stars somewhere. So that's gonna be nice to have to walk on the dark trails. Okay, so it's almost everything. Let's see, I have a couple of lens cleaners. Always just keep those in my backpack perpetually. And this is emergency light. This is a life straw. I've really wished that I had this before. So, you're out there, you run out of water. What you gonna do? You got a life straw. This just stays in the backpack. It just never ever leaves the backpack. That's just all there is to it. Let's see, what's that? Oh yeah, I found some acclimate. That's basically it's powder that you put in your water that gives you some potassium and a couple other electrolytes. So I've got one of those. Actually, no, I look like I got two of those. Okay, so that's good enough. Let's see, what else have we got in here? Okay, we got another, okay, an extra pair of reading glasses because my eyesight is not what it used to be. I've got a little mini, this is a really, really mini first aid kit, but I've got a little cash in there, a few Band-Aids, and it even has a couple of capsules that you can put in water that would dissolve a big container. Sometimes I think maybe I would do that in a big thing of water, and then even sometimes consider drinking through the life straw. You don't want to have, oh, and you don't want to have, any giardia. And the other thing that I think is important to have is in case one of your people that you're hiking with has a problem, these little gadgets right here for if you had some kind of a hot spot on your ankle or heel or foot or whatever, they just save your life. They really do. We have a little bit of sunscreen, just a micro amount, not a whole lot. You always have a pen. You never know when you're gonna have $1 million idea, $10 million idea. Have a little bit of extra lip stuff in here, lip sync, lip screen, and I don't know if this is necessary or not, but I've got some bear spray. This would be probably for a baby bear, but maybe if you hit him in the eyes, then you could kick him in the balls, and I don't know, maybe it might help, but I'm taking it with me. But this will actually probably need to go in my little fanny pack, because the bear, well, that would have eaten all of us by the time I would have found that inside this container. So I think that is everything that's in here. Oh yeah, I do have a little biofreeze once we get to the top. You know, the muscles might be hurting a little bit. Throw a little biofreeze. It doesn't weigh that much. We'll toss it in there. And then I've got 2 extra little snacks here, which probably just make that 1. I think I'm going to go through here and I'm going to get down to just the very bare minimum. I do have a tile, which is something that, for God forbid, I lost a backpack somewhere. I don't know how that would happen, but it's got a tile, so you know you always know where your backpack is. Again, all sorts of things that are overkill. Hey, I just noticed that I have 2 tiles. Oh, look at that. I got, okay, so I can remove one of those. All right, so we've got some sunglasses. Never hurts to have sunglasses. I do have a pair of, these are a second pair of gloves, and I'll probably be wearing these going up the mountain just because they're not as thick as the other ones, but they're waterproof and they'll keep my hands warm and they keep the sun off your hands, which is not a bad thing. One extra hat. This is my LeConte hat, which is from Big Sur, and it's already been fully wiped out with sweat, so you can't hurt it anymore. And then the next time I go back to Big Sur, I'll get another LeConte hat and a cheeseburger and sit there and overlook the Pacific Ocean, which is another great spot. Okay, so I think that is everything in all of these pouches. Let me double check what else is in there. I think that's it. We have a little more water. I've got a little red whistle here. Probably don't need a red whistle, but hey, I've got a red whistle. And just confirming that there's nothing else in here. By golly, I think that's it. I like to keep the water sort of clipped down. So if you don't have these clips, that's good. Just keep them in place because sometimes you're bending over. And best I can think, that's a wrap. So I'm gonna put it all back together now and put it in a place where I can find everything. And so that's what you take to the top of a mountain in freezing cold weather, along with the idea that you're going to want your walking sticks. Those are not necessarily, you know, going to go inside the bag, but I guess at some point they will. But walking sticks are just absolutely critical. I mean, gee whiz. that's another way if, you know, you're going to just save your life. And they're good for your triceps. You know, they're just good to keep your posture better. You got to have walking sticks. That's just hiking sticks, whatever you want to call them. All right. Well, that actually is officially it. Hope that this might be of some help to you. And maybe you think I'm crazy, and that's all good. That's what the whole idea is.